You know how sometimes you just kind of have to ask a dumb question?
What's a dumb question?
Like the other day, Kylie was telling me, I forget if it was like for her boss or like a professor or something, but she was like 80% sure that the answer to something was like A, but she wants to double check. So she goes up to her boss or whatever and goes like, hey, by the way, is it A or B? And they go, what do you think? And that exact words, what do you think? I remember a time at Little Caesars that killed 2 people.
Whoa!
My first job was Little Caesars, and I worked there when I was like 16. And when you work at Little Caesars, there's a place called Landing. So basically, after people make the pizza, they put like cheese, pepperoni, olives, whatever they want on it.
Yeah.
They put it into this conveyor belt oven thing. You set it on there, it rolls through there, heats up the pizza, maybe takes like 5 minutes, I don't know. Then when it comes out, that area is called Landing. And that was my bread and butter. That was where I always was. And I kick acid. I could walk into any Little Caesars right now and do it faster than their best employee. But you would have 2 tools. You'd have one in your right hand. And this is like what grabs the hot pan. And then your left hand, you have like a long spatula. And that would scoop the pizza out. And now I kick ass at it. But when I first started working there, like 2 or 3 weeks in, I wasn't as confident as I should have been. Like I wasn't like the cocky worker that knew all the answers yet.
Yeah.
So one time, my boss, fake name?
Let's go with Miguel.
Perfect. Miguel O'Hara. Super nice dude. But there was one time where he goes like, oh, hey, by the way, this is going to be, they want this pizza lightly cooked. And so when he sets it on the oven conveyor belt, he gives it like a little push. So it doesn't go through the full cooking process, right? But he just gave it a little bit too much of a push because that pizza came out like 30 fucking seconds later. And I pull it out. I'm like, what the hell? And it's like a raw fucking pizza came out. Yeah. And it's like the cheese just barely started melting. And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, obviously we have to put it back in the oven, but I don't want to just do that. Like, I'm new here. He's got his eye on me. I don't want to just take the pizza and throw it back in the oven because he'll go, it was supposed to be lightly cooked. What'd you do? I don't want to mess up anything, but I also don't want to go over and ask him like, oh, hey, this pizza came out and obviously it's undercooked. And I just didn't want you to see me putting it back in the oven without showing it to you. And I don't want to do a whole explanation. Sometimes you just ask a dumb question really fast because in reality, I'm just trying to show him the pizza.
Yeah.
So I walk over to him and I show him like the fucking raw pizza and I go, is this lightly cooked? And then he looks at me and like just dumbfounded, goes like, what do you think? And I'm like, oh, I've already asked a dumb question. I kind of got to play this dumb character. And I was like, I don't know. And then a spark goes off in his eyes. You can see he got an idea. And he goes, why don't you go ask the customer? And he has this evil fucking grin on his face. I'm like,
what the fuck?
Fuck, now I got to go walk over to a customer and show him a raw fucking pizza and look stupid. And I can't walk away now. Now he told me to go ask the customer. So I go, oh, okay. And I take the pizza. I'm holding it with the tool. I don't even need it anymore. Like the pan is cold. So then I walk out in the lobby and I go like, did someone order a pepperoni pizza lightly cooked? And this lady stands up. She's like, oh, that was me. And I go, hey, I just wanted to double confirm with you. Is this lightly cooked? She takes a quick glance at it, but really she goes like, oh, it's not for me. It's for my kids. Boys, come over here. And like an 8-year-old boy and like a 9-year-old boy, I don't know, walk over. And then she's like, can you show them? And I was like, I don't want to do this. And I was like, and I lower the pizza and I show them. And I'm like, are these kids going to think I'm fucking stupid? I show them the pizza, but they go, yeah, that's what we want. That's perfect. Thank you. And I'm like, fuck, like,
dude,
do I have to give them a raw pizza now? What do I do? I'm like looking at the mom and she has the incorrect assumption that like, this is Little Caesars. This is a name brand pizza place. They're not going to give me a raw pizza. And it's like, I'm about to. This place is operated by 16-year-olds. So I'm like, okay, fuck. So I walk back with the pizza and then my boss comes up to me. He didn't hear what happened. And he comes up and he's all like, what'd they say? And I was like, they want it like that. And then his smile goes away and he's like, what? I'm like, they want it like that. And he was like,
they said it's perfect.
They said it's perfect. And he's like, he doesn't know what to do. So I'm like, time to put it in the pizza box. And instead of like picking it up with like the spatula, like this thing, I have to pour it out like maple syrup. It is raw. Yeah, it's raw fucking dough. I'm trying to pour it out of the pan into the box and like the pepperonis are falling off. The cheese, like still chunks of cheese are coming off. And I'm trying to scoop it in there and it's coming out like I'm making like cake batter and it's folding all over each other. It lands and it is just a lump of raw pizza dough in this box. And I have the spatula. I'm trying to make it circular. I'm trying to unfold it. It's just like a box of like raw ingredients.
What the hell?
So I box it up. I hand it to the customer and they go, thank you. And they walk out. I look over at my boss. He's just horrified. He's like, did I just lose my fucking job? What's going to happen now? And he's all like, and he asked me, he's like, do you think it's healthy to eat raw pizza dough? And I go, what do you think? My name's Curt.
I'm Jason.
And you're listening to Bird Bones.
in the back of my head, I just really hope that, like, kids, kids are dumb. They want
Yeah.
dumb things. I really hope they just wanted the pizza dough and they just wanted to play with the pizza. And the mom was like, all right, you stupid little bastards. Like, here's your raw pizza. And let them take one bite and realize it's shitty and teach them a lesson. Like, I saw a post one time and it was like some kid, the mom took this kid to McDonald's and the kid wanted like some weird ass shit. And the mom let him order it just like that. And then it was like, all right, here's your jalapenos wrapped in a tortilla with an egg. Actually, that sounds pretty good.
That does sound pretty good. I would eat that at Taco Bell right now.
No, what the fuck was it? I don't remember what it was, but it was like the kid was like crying, holding his breakfast in the back seat, and it was like the most random shit piled into.
But he wanted that, right?
Yeah, that's exact. The mom let him get exactly what he wanted, and then he realized he's fucking stupid and probably never doubted her again.
But like, if those kids ate that pizza, they had to get their stomach pumped. I don't know. Maybe they did die. That was my hook, but maybe they did die, okay? And she just left a bad Yelp review. But like, seriously, cutting through that pizza.
1 star. Pizza killed my kids. Jesus Christ, that's grim.
Or did the single mother get home and was like, this is raw pizza dough, and she had to cook her own like $5 Little Caesars pizza. I don't know what happened.
Bro, that is the most random shit. When I worked at Chicken Express, we always got people who asked for shit extra crispy.
Oh, yeah?
I think people did that because like it would force us to take the chicken that's been already sitting up there for a while and get it hot again. But dude, like we had spicy tenders and those shit sat on the in the tray for like a long ass time.
Under a heat lamp?
Yeah, they'd make one batch at lunch and then one batch at dinner. They never made the spicy tenders. So if you roll through there around 3:30 and ask for spicy tenders, extra crispy, dude, you're going to get refried 5-hour-old chicken tenders. Dude, they're like dried up and just greasy. Oh my God. Because I've tried it. I was like, dude, how is this? Like, what are these people getting? Terrible.
Someone reminded me of this recently. I must have said it because they remembered it very vividly. They go like, hey, by the way, like ever since you told me at Little Caesars, don't eat the wings, I don't eat the wings anymore. And I was like, I said, don't eat the wings? He said, yeah, you said they sit out for a long time. And I go, oh, fuck, I do remember that. I'm going to fully out myself right now. Little Caesars, if a pizza goes like, we have numbers on the boxes. Everyone always wonders what the numbers mean, by the way. Oh, have you ever seen the numbers on a Little Caesars pizza box?
Never paid attention. Always been too busy eating it.
That's a good plan. On the side,
box.
That's probably more delicious than that pizza I gave those kids.
Probably.
But there's numbers on the box. It's to mark the expiration of the pizzas. So like it would be like we had an analog clock above the landing area. So you'd see what the hand is at. You'd round it up, add 30 minutes, and then you would see what that number is. So if the minute hand's nearing the 9.
That's a lot of math.
Well, no, because they made it super easy for you. Like we had dedicated Little Caesars clocks that go, if you can't cut across the clock, there's a number right there too. So you'd look at like a clock, and if you're nearing 45 minutes, you're near the number 9, you go, oh, add 30 minutes, whatever it was, that gets you to 3, you'd circle the 3. So later on when you're checking the pizzas, you see, oh, this 3 circled, it's 10:20, we can throw it out, that kind of thing. But like the wings were a pain to make. So my boss would be like, just change the number.
Oh,
like the wings. Yeah. And you could tell too, the longer they sat there, they would like shrink. Dude, I don't know what that's about.
That's how like chicken is for some reason. And that's what I'm talking about with like, when people would get the spicy tenders, like they would be like the same length, but like the girth is not there. It's just like, it's like the chicken disappears. It just becomes all crust.
It's the heat lamps. They're evaporating it.
Yeah. It's like you just get this dried out piece of chicken like filling in the middle of your batter. That's
disgusting.
So gross.
Not to date this one, but yesterday was Halloween. Anything happened to your Halloween?
I didn't do shit, but I went to a Halloween party on Saturday night.
Oh yeah, you told me. You and Ryan?
Yeah, me and Ryan.
What were your costumes?
I was a Ghostbuster and Ryan was Spider-Man.
For anyone wondering, he was dressed up as...
His dick was out.
His dick was out. He was a spectacular Spider-Man with his dick out.
He's going to be so self-conscious after he hears this.
What did he forget to buy? What was it called that covers your bulge that he didn't buy?
Well, you see, he bought a cup and then he was like, well, shit, this suit's so tight it looks like I have a 10-inch dong stuffed into here with a cup.
Why would he not want that? Why would he not just put a cucumber in his underwear? I don't get it.
Honestly, that would have been the funniest thing. Just a Spider-Man costume with a freaking huge dong just going down his leg. That's the funniest costume I could possibly imagine. Although this party did have some little kids that, see, here's where we messed up. Is we went to a party that my father invited me to, and it was a good time. But like, it was an old dude throwing the party. And don't get me wrong, this guy has like a fucking mansion and like a lake on his property and a party barn. It was a badass place. It just like, we were the only 20-something-year-olds there. Everybody else was 40 or older or like 6. Let me tell you, there was a little kid and he was dressed as Batman and he thought that Ryan was fucking Spider-Man. So we went the whole night and this
goodness he did do the cucumber.
Yeah, good thing Ryan went with the PG Spider-Man costume and just had his actual dick hanging out. But dude, this kid would not leave Ryan's side. He was just hovering around. And then he comes over and I have like a proton pack and it, you know, makes the sounds and lights up and everything. And I aim it down at Batman and I just shoot at him in the chest. And he just looks up at me with the most innocent eyes. And I'm like, why did I do that? He looks like he's about to cry. And then Ryan comes over and starts fake kicking my ass, like punching. And I'm like, oh, and then I'm punching back. And then dude, I swing with my left hand and I go swing, click. I'm like, oh shit. And I look down, the fucking strap broke off of my proton pack, which is like a $250 pack. Like, it's a nice deal. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm holding on with one strap. I'm like, hold on. Wait. Stop the fight. So then I ended up having it, like, I tied it around my fucking waist. It was a whole thing. But yeah, so they had like really good barbecue there. And I was like, hey, Ryan, you want a plate? He's like, dude, I can't take off my mask. I'm going to break Batman's heart.
You think that's really Spider-Man?
So, dude,
his costume was really good. You sent me a picture. It was a genuine, like, he said it was cheap. That was a really good Spider-Man costume. If I was that kid, I'd be like, that probably is Spider-Man.
Bro, I know. It looked really good.
Ryan pulled it off.
Yeah, dude, he pulls it off great. I think it was a big confidence booster. But dude, I went and got a big ass plate of barbecue, freaking brisket and ribs and beans and potato salad and all kinds of shit. I go over to the table and Ryan's just sitting there in his Spider-Man costume, and I'm like, damn, Spider-Man, this barbecue sure is delicious. It's a shame you can't take your mask off and eat some.
And the kid's just following him around, like, take it off, I dare you.
The kid was literally just like, we sat down and I sat down to eat. And the kid came over and sat right next to Ryan. And I was just leaning over, whispering in his ear. I was like, man, this barbecue is fucking delicious.
Oh my God. He couldn't even drink water or nothing.
He couldn't do shit, dude.
Dude, I can't imagine, like, you got invited by your dad, but Ryan just tagged along. I'm super insecure, so I'm projecting my insecurities on Ryan. If I was Ryan, I'm like, I'm going to kill myself. If I was at a party and I'm the only, like, 20-something-year-old and I'm fully dressed up as Spider-Man and, like, without a costume, you can't just casually take off. You're not a Power Ranger who can take off their mask. You're Spider-Man, though. You are the mask. And then there's a kid following you. Your dick is out. I would have killed myself.
Dude, he had a blast.
Okay, good.
He really enjoyed it.
I would have sat in the car.
Bro, because this was more of a close friends thing. So people were like coming up to me and they're like, how do you know blah, blah, blah? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm his friend's nephew. And
is
like,
it friendly or are they like, who do you know here?
It was friendly. But dude, people were pulling Ryan to the side and they're like, who the fuck are you? And he's like, I'm Spider-Man.
I was about to say, I hope he doesn't fucking give in. They're testing him if he's ready for the mask.
He's ready. Anyways, what did you do for Halloween?
Dude, I didn't get to go to any Halloween. I saw all my friends at Halloween parties. I just lost all my social abilities. But dude, Halloween itself, we'll talk about this after. It is like the saddest thing now.
Really?
Kids don't trick or treat anymore. And I was at Kylie's house and we got maybe like 15 trick or treaters all throughout the night from like 6 to 10. And the first one that came up, I feel so bad about because I was like, you know, when you're a kid, you're like, when I get older, I'm going to be like the coolest person to hand out candy. First kid comes up and I was like, oh, hey, what's up, Iron Man? And he goes, it's Halo. And I go, fuck, he didn't have a mask on. And I was like, fuck. And he goes like, yeah. And then I go, oh shit. Okay, here's some candy. Here's like what? I give him some fun dip. Second thing that happened, we actually had a Halloween scare towards the end of the night when we kind of reached the point of like, oh, we're going to hand out more candy because like there's very few people. Someone knocks at the door, not trying to be mean, just caught me off guard. Someone in their 60s or 70s. This girl looked like Stevie Nicks. All by herself, a grandma, all by herself, dressed up as a sparkly witch. And I was like, where's your fucking kids? And I'm looking around, she's like, trick or treat. And I was like, okay, kind of weird. Hey, how's it going? Nice costume. I throw in 2 fun dips. And she goes, oh, are these Fun Dips? You guys are handing out Fun Dips? And I was like, yeah, huh. She's like, there's no more kids. Give me some more.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And she's like, give me some more. She's looking at me like she's going to kill me. And I was like, okay.
Bitch, go to Walmart.
Yeah, you have a job. I throw 2 more Fun Dip and then she goes, peace. She throws up her fingers and walks and leaves. And I shut the door and look over at Kylie's family and go, what was that? And I go, she asked for more Fun Dip? Like, that was kind of weird. And Kylie goes, who? And I go, the lady. Kylie's like, I'm looking out the window. There's nobody there. And I go, what the fuck is happening?
You turn around, she's in the house.
Yeah. And I'm like, she's still at the door. We're peeking through the window. Her mom's like, oh, let me pull up the Ring camera. She pulls up the Ring camera and it was the funniest thing ever. We see the whole interaction. She walks away and then it's just, I'm going to ruin a little bit, but it was just funny in the moment. The Ring camera cuts from motion detected footage to like live footage. And there was a 40-second gap in between. So we literally like, where did she go? Which way did she go? And she's walking and she just fucking like disappears because the camera cuts. We screamed at the top of our fucking lungs, what the fuck? It's because like my brain didn't register that glitch yet. But then we go, oh no, it was the camera glitching out. But still, it only cut out 40 seconds and she was walking straight in the direction where we should still see her at the next house. She went across the street to the next house. She fucking disappeared, dude.
Dude, that's so funny. So you never figured out which way she went?
She walked straight away from the door, like in direction of the Ring camera to the neighboring street. And then she just fucking disappeared. Like she didn't walk off to the side. She didn't walk off to the right. And Kylie didn't even see her. She's like, the moment you shut the door, I walked over there. I didn't see where she went. That was a real witch. And then Kylie's little sister who loves this stuff was like, there's a demon that does that. You pass the test. And I was like, what? Like there's like folk tales where they go like, oh, this lady will do a riddle. And it's like, oh, I passed the test. She asked for more Fun Dip. I gave her more Fun Dip. We're not cursed. We're safe.
Damn.
But people do have their theories as to why trick-or-treating's dying. And I want to know your opinion on it. You've never heard about this? Trick-or-treating's dying?
Yeah. It feels like everything's dying though.
Everything is dying, but trick-or-treating was our one hope. Was our one last effort to be humans.
Give me the facts.
I've seen it point down to 3 things. The number one thing that everyone talks about is trunk or treats. So trunk or treats, you go to a parking lot, I get like we're in a bigger city, not in a bigger city, but like, if you're in a kind of place where you can't really walk door to door, then you maybe go to a trunk or treat. It's where everyone goes together and they look kind of fun. Like it's a parking lot and people decorate the back of their trucks or their trunks. And then you walk around handing out candy, but it only lasts like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I've seen those blamed because of COVID, because like people don't leave the house anymore. People don't know their community. Also because the internet, people don't know their community anymore. They'd rather go somewhere like that than risk it and go to your neighbors. And the third one I've seen that is don't fucking believe, but I'd love to hear your opinion, is that some people are blaming millennials, being like, it's because you're not having kids. And I've seen that excuse multiple times going like, it's your fault for not having kids in the economy. What do you think the main reason? COVID, trunk or treat, or millennials not having kids? Who do you want to blame?
I genuinely feel like it's a mix of the 3.
You're going to blame millennials? I threw that one in because like 3 people said it.
Well, not really that even. I think it really depends on the neighborhood because I lived in a pretty good neighborhood, a neighborhood that's known for being like good for trick-or-treaters. Like before we even lived there, this is the neighborhood we went to get the good shit.
Ooh.
And then like, my mom started doing good and we moved to that neighborhood. I was like, holy shit, we live in
That's the American dream right there.
Yeah, we live in the neighborhood for this. And like we used to do big ass displays like in our front yard, all the decorations, every house was decorated. Like one year we did a whole like inflatable projector screen. We were playing Ghostbusters. I had a Project Miata at the time. I put my Ghostbusters decals all over it. Like my dad and stepmom came out and we set up like a whole display with all of his Ghostbusters stuff. It was so much fun. We were handing out candy. People were coming up, taking pictures with all of us. And like, it was so fun. There's a haunted house down on the corner. Like it was epic. I think it was it was after COVID because we moved into that house during COVID.
So then it's not COVID?
I don't think it's COVID. I genuinely just think that people are just going straight to where all the good stuff is. They're going to go to a trunk or treat because I think parents are getting lazy.
Dude, that's another thing people are saying, like trunk or treats, like they're calling like the kind of parents who would just put an iPad in their kid's face. They go like, yeah, those kind of parents aren't going to want to go walk around trick or treating. They're going to want to go somewhere where you can get all the candy in 30 minutes.
Exactly. I've been to like a couple of trunk or treats. Honestly, dude, I think trunk or treats are only acceptable if it's like a car show. Like, here's a bunch of badass cars. We do like it's a whole thing, but like, no, I don't want to go get candy out of the back of your fucking Chrysler Pacifica. I don't care.
But I don't want to sound like nostalgia, but like seriously,
Yeah,
like when I was a
yeah,
kid,
yeah.
like when I lived in the valley, like a random part of the valley, not even a nice neighborhood, the fucking block, a random fucking block, every single one of them was like packed with kids. I was walking by like, oh, I know you from school, just fucking packed with everybody.
Yeah.
What's your solution? How do you bring back trick-or-treating? If we're trying to be positive here, do we dress up houses better? No one really decked out their houses this much this year.
Yeah, that's true. I only really saw one really good display near me, and like the lady had a UFO and like a full-on alien abduction scene in her front yard. It was sick. And I drove by while she was adding stuff to it on Halloween. I was like, I love your house. I was like, thanks. But that's like the only one I saw.
I will say my idea, I just thought of it right now, is that I remember the last time we went trick-or-treating, I was about 17 or 18. It was like me and Kylie's first Halloween together. And we went to the rich neighborhoods. And someone did be like, how old are you? And I was like, 18. And they go, okay, here's some They gave me a little less candy. It's like I said, dude, there was an older lady that came to our door, and there were some teens, and I didn't discourage them whatsoever. And more than that, I did see like Kylie's neighbors, like people, like when we were walking her dog, like before the sunset, we walked by a lot of houses, and you could tell like not old people, but people were like sitting outside with like a bucket of candy waiting for kids to come up. And now I know that no kids really came up. That's sad. I think to fix this, I just came this up, 2024, I'm going trick-or-treating again. What's someone going to be like? Oh, no one's coming trick-or-treating. No one's going to come up to my door. I come up, you're too old, go away. No, I think they would be happy to see me. And I'm calling every bird boner, ages 0 to 99 to go trick-or-treating 2024.
Hell yeah.
Are you ready for today's game today?
Ooh, there's a game?
Okay, so I took some choruses from some fucking great songs and I translated them through shitty Google Translate like 15 times, like to English, to German, to Japanese, to Korean, to Spanish, Italian. I went through a whole bunch of things until you could barely understand them, okay? We're going to start off easy. This is the first one. Are you ready?
Yeah.
And if you get them wrong, I kept track of how they translated. So you have like 2 lives before you have the original lyrics.
Okay, bet.
This is the easy one though. You're probably gonna get it right away. All the young people said it was great. I don't care as long as there is blood. Then hang the garment to dry or place it on a hard surface. You can leave me alone, but they can't leave me alone.
What the fuck?
Do you want to go down one more?
No. Read it again.
Okay, so this is the same one. All the young people said it was great. I don't care as long as there is blood. Then hang the garment to dry or place it on a hard surface. You can leave me alone, but they can't leave me alone.
This sounds familiar in a way, but like...
I'm gonna go down another one. This one might be easy for you.
Go down a level.
All the teens told me it was awesome. He doesn't care as long as the person has blood.
Oh, Teenagers.
Teenagers by My Chemical Romance. Good job.
Yeah, when it said teens,
yeah,
I knew it was MCR, but I couldn't tell what it was.
I knew you knew I would do a My Chem song, so I got it over
that
with.
was an easy one.
That was an easy one. What's so weird is that it goes from the original lyrics, teenagers, then it translates to young people, then it translates to teens, then it goes back to young people. Dude, doing this game, I fucking broke Google Translate. I swear, one of the translations I got was like 000 hyphen Wikipedia, Facebook.com. That was a real translation I got from a song. I broke Google doing this.
What the hell?
This is Medium. You ready?
All right.
Take me to heaven. Is the woman friendly or polite? Don't call home, okay? Take me to heaven. Is the woman friendly or polite? Take the kingdom with me.
Does it take me to church?
Nope. We're going to go down another one. Take me to the heavenly city. The girls are kinder.
Oh, Paradise City.
Yeah, there you go. Take me down to the Paradise City where the grass is.
Okay.
Yeah.
See,
you're getting there.
One level down, it becomes like obvious.
You can hear how the changes, what direction they're going.
How many translations are you going down when you step it down a level?
I have no clue. It was literally until I felt there was a noticeable change.
Okay.
Some of these like took 1 translation, some took like 12.
Okay.
Google Translate's very unpredictable.
I got you.
This one's hard. You ready?
Oh shit. Okay.
Marrow Wave Kit also. Vegetables. Replace this conditioner. Choose your favorite color.
What the fuck?
It's a riddle, Jason. Can you want me to repeat it?
Repeat it, yeah.
Marrow Wave Kit also. And that's straight out of Google Translate.
What was the first word?
I swear to God, this came straight out of Google Translate. Marrow Wave.
Marrow Wave.
Marrow Wave Kit also. Vegetables. Replace this conditioner. Choose your favorite color. This one's hard.
I guess go down a level, Doc.
A microwave oven is required. Vegetables. This coolant must be replaced. I want to change the color of my TV.
Is it money for nothing?
Yeah, good job, dude.
There's only one song.
Oven.
There's only one song that talks about microwave ovens and color TVs.
And then the next translation, by the way, was a microwave oven is required. Kitchen appliances. This refrigerator needs to be replaced. I want to change the color of my TV. And if you don't know, money for nothing somehow, the actual lyrics are, we got to install microwave ovens, custom kitchen deliveries. We got to move these refrigerators. We got to move these color TVs. Now, I don't want to cheat here, but I want to tell you, because we just went for some classic rock songs. I want you to clear your mind of any rock songs, okay? Because these ones you'll be fucked up if you have the idea of rock songs in here.
All right.
At the end of each lesson, I still feel that way, respectively. I promise it can be done. Don't you feel my feelings? I want to continue. I need this.
Read it again.
You're so serious. At the end of each lesson, I still feel that way, respectively. I promise it can be done. Don't you feel my feelings? I want to continue. I need this. I think you're going to have to move down a level. Yeah. At the end of each meeting, I have that feeling too. It's all okay. I promise you it can be done. Can't you hear my thoughts? I want to continue. It's what I want. This song is like pop culture, very pop culture. It's one of those songs that everyone's born with the lyrics to.
Read it one more time, and I'm going to try to think of the melody.
If you get it wrong, though, I'm scooching down. You have to guess on this one. If you get it wrong, I'm scooching down a translation.
Okay.
At the end of each meeting, I have that feeling too. It's all okay. I promise you it can be done. Can't you hear my thoughts? I want to continue. It's what I want.
Never going to give you up?
No!
Fuck! There were so many lines that lined up in that, except there was one, and I was like, maybe it's a bad translation. Take it down a level.
Because every touch, I feel the same way. Everything is okay. I promise I can handle it. Don't you feel my heart? I want it to continue. That's what I want. Someone just got it right now. Someone just went, oh shit!
Dude, somebody got it, and they're gonna be like, how do you not know? How do you not know? And then I'm just gonna be the most disappointing motherfucker on the face of the earth, because I only like weird music that I don't even know I don't know lyrics to.
How about I read this third translation a little bit more in the rhythm? Not perfectly in the rhythm, because it's hard for me because I have no rhythm, but I'm gonna try my best.
Yeah.
Because every touch, I feel the same way. Everything is okay. I promise I can handle it. Don't you feel my heart? I want to continue. That's what I want.
That sounds so familiar.
Someone is fucking screaming at you right now.
I'm so sorry. I don't know.
All right, I'm calling it now. Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling.
Oh,
and
shit.
every time we kiss, I swear I can fly. Can't you feel my heart?
I know
beat
this song.
fast? I want this to last. I need you by my side.
Yeah,
Disappointing,
okay.
Jason.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know the fucking name of that song, but I know the song.
This is called Every Time We Touch.
I'm so sorry to everybody who's disappointed in me right now.
This one's hard, but you definitely, beyond a shadow of fucking doubt, know this song now. Are you ready?
Is it something that I would have listened to in the last month?
Promise.
Okay.
I learned from my classmates. Your time has come. If you don't do it on time, you're out of luck. Look at the positive side of every situation. Something had to be done, so give the best and leave the rest.
If only they could see my face right now.
Jason's straining.
Repeat it.
I learned from my classmates, your time has come. If you don't do it on time...
slow. I'm trying to...
Okay, good idea. I learned from my classmates, your time has come.
Okay, stop. Read it like one word at a time. I learned from my classmates.
Know that Google Translate doesn't really care about the words. You're not going to directly translate it. It's more about the idea.
Well, that's what I'm trying. I'm trying to listen to the one line, because I'm like deciphering 8 lines of text and trying to unjumble it. And if I could just get the idea of one line down.
I learned from my classmates, your time has come. If you don't do it on time, you're out of luck.
I learned from my classmates, your time has come.
Your time has come is your biggest hint. The first line, honestly, drop I learned from my classmates. Your time has come is nearly a perfect translation with none of the original words.
Okay, start from the beginning, read the first 2 lines, and then read the next. You can read the first 2 lines normal, and then read the third and on, like slow.
Okay, I learned from my classmates, your time has come. If you don't do it on time, you're out of luck. Look at the positive side of every situation.
That fucking line sounds like the iCarly song.
It's the iCarly theme song!
I was like, dude, that first part makes no fucking sense, but I knew there was something in there.
Good job, Jason. You did pretty good in that game.
Maybe that was the ticket to the other like 16 rounds of this game, is that I just needed to make you read it slow. But read that translated one.
I learned from my classmates is wake up, members of my nation. Your time has come. It's your time to be. If you don't do it on time, you're out of luck. There's no chance unless you take one and the time. Look at the positive side of every situation to see the brighter side of every situation. Something had to be done. Some things are meant to be. So give the best and leave the rest. So give me your best and leave the rest to me. You got it on what? Was it the second one? Did you get it on the first one?
I got it on the first one, dog.
Oh, nice, dude.
I was determined to get one.
What another fucking banger episode of Bird Bones. Thank you so much for listening. While you got your phone in your hand and you're rating this episode on a scale of 4 stars to 5 stars, why don't you also cue up Jason's Song of the Week? Jason, what are we giving the people this week?
Dude, so I found a new band last night while I was sulking in my lonely Halloween night. I'm not doing anything, but it was all worth it because I found this band. I found them on KEXP, just like I found most of my new favorite bands. They're called Small Paul,
Ooh.
and the song is called Miner for a Dream. And I know what you're thinking.
Uh-oh.
The miner is like you're in the coal mines. MINER.
Okay, good.
Miner
good,
for
good,
a
good.
Dream. Dude, immediately, how good this band is. After that performance, I went to their website and bought a vinyl record from them.
Oh, for real?
I was like, they deserve my money. I enjoyed that video so much. I don't even care what the rest of the album sounds like. I want to support these guys. They're a small band. They only have like 5,000 monthly listeners on Spotify right now.
And they're called Small Paul.
Small Paul is a weird name, kind of, but it's sick.
I dig it.
Dude, they got that name because all these guys are from different bands, but like 3 of them live in the same house. And during COVID, they just started playing music together. And they're like, damn, I guess we're a band now and we might need a band name. And dude, apparently while they were making music, there was this big bunny that like jumped around in their front yard, and they called him Big Paul. So they're like, bro, the band is called Small Paul. It's a small tribute to Big Paul.
You think they'd be bigger, Paul, but okay.
It's Small Paul. I'm like, dude, that's such a cool, like random ass band name. And I love that it actually has a kind of a whimsical explanation to why it's called that. But yeah, really cool dudes. Really good music.
What other banger episode of Bird Bones? I'll show you my Small Paul.
Ooh.